I've got to sit up high because this is a tablet and it's weird. I was recording this on the tablet because I got a new microphone and this doesn't work on that. I don't know why. I have to work that out. So I think there's two parts to this story. This week's story time. There's two parts to it. The first one is about, so there's an opportunities come up and like they do, come through Q tenders. Oh yeah, that's good. And often when you're doing these things, you're starting to put together a bid. Like you go, who will do what? This one, they can do this agency can do that agency, and then you all get together and you work out the budget, you do all the stuff and you filled in the tender. Anyway, so the first part of this story is about it's a pretty big one. It's significant. It's a good opportunity. Like it hits a number of, it's good on that. It's like 3 or 4 things make it, yes, this is a good one. Let's go for it. But because of the size of it, excuse me, I'm going to burp. Because of the size of it, I really didn't want to be the lead agency. So this is the first part of the story. I didn't want to be the lead agency because while it's a nice healthy budget, and the client is Queensland Government, I don't mean this in a mean way because it's all good, but the amount of work required to maintain that client and maintain that project would be enormous. In my few years since we grew, I have learned, even when we only did small projects, single kind of small projects, multifaceted projects of this size and scale would require a human to absolutely manage that entire thing, at least one human, because you have to keep so many people happy. And to be honest, the thought of it just made me go, I don't think I've got it in me. Even though I wouldn't be me, because I wouldn't necessarily be working in the project, in terms of project management, I just thought, oh my God, that just makes me, if I had heart palpitations, that's what it would be. It's like, oh my God, I was like, oh, no, it's just so much, like the volume of work required to keep lots and lots of stakeholders happy. I don't think really, yes, it was a healthy budget, but that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. And so that was the first part of it, is just really sometimes, that's a good budget. Let's go for that. Do you really know what you're going for? Do you really understand? And are you really prepared for the workload that comes with managing a project at that scale? And so that was my first thing, is my first kind of reflection this week was my first, shiny, let's go for that. And then you're like, actually, wait a minute. I don't know. So my first reaction was, that looks great. Let's do this because of these, 1, 2, 3, 4 reasons. But then when I stopped and went, oh my goodness, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. So if it would have been okay if we hadn't been lead agency, and just did the 3 or 4 things that we actually think that we could do, that we really wanted to be a part of that project for, that would have been fine. But when it was like, no, we want you guys, I am to be the lead, it's like, I don't really want to do that. So sometimes big projects are nice because they help with your cash flow, but they come with a lot of baggage, and they come with a lot of strings, and there's a lot of work to do. It takes, I don't know, what's an analogy? Like, if you've got a small hotel room, it's much easier to clean than a big 3-story house. Like, if there's just one of you cleaning it, you can clean a small cabin quicker than you can clean a big house. Like, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of an analogy off the top. But, yeah, so that's the first part of that story. The second part of that related to that, or still about this project, is that I actually didn't make the decision to go for it or to not go. And then to go for it, we all went, yeah, let's do this. So we kind of jumped in and started, pulling together all of the different groups to be a part, like different agencies and, organisations to be part of the bid. So we kind of launched into it. Okay, let's have a meeting on Monday. Let's, because we had the long weekend, and then we came back, and then a few more conversations later, and it was like I pulled the team together, and I just went, I don't know if I want this. Like, I don't know if I have the energy to do this, to manage a large project. Like one of the projects we have now is a big we've had 2 multi-year projects of scale, and they are a lot of work. A third one will be going. One's definitely going because they've changed whatever the stuff. The situation has changed, so that's going. The second one may go. You know, who knows? But it's just like, I don't know if I want to do that. So, but what was interesting in that, so we pulled the whole team together in the afternoon. I just went, all staff meeting, be there, 2:00 in the afternoon, or 4:00 in the afternoon, actually it was. They all came, and we went backwards and forwards, and then we just decided not we decided as a group, yeah, it'll be okay. And what we'll do is the energy that we would have put into this, i.e. writing the tender and pulling everything together, we actually went, let's reframe it and go and put our energy in this. And then we immediately started talking about other things. But for me, as someone who for so long, and I'm talking 30 years of saying yes to every job, never saying no, it was really hard. Because I feel like I fundamentally come from a scarcity kind of mentality where there's no more money, or there's no more opportunities, or you can't, beggars can't be choosers. You can't say no because what happens if it all dries up? If you come from that mentality, seeing the compulsion to say yes because of fear, being in that meeting, my belly was like, and I led it, and I was kind of like, yes, we're not going to take it as a group, and obviously I'm like ultimately responsible. But I tell you, my belly was going up and down, because when you're never sure, when you fundamentally fear that it's all going to be over soon, making that decision to say thank you but no thank you, that's really hard. It's really hard. And I feel like, I feel like, ooh. So I just wanted to share that, like, if there are other people out there who run their businesses with this thing underneath, or something underneath, and it's it's you behave in a way and you react in a way from this thing that came probably from your childhood or something. So you behave in a way of this thing from the past that really doesn't actually serve you now, doesn't actually help. Saying no to everything, regardless of the size of the contract and the size of the opportunity, that's not helping. That's not helping you set strategy. That's not helping you achieve your long-term goals. It's just fixing you up for now. So, yeah, I just thought I could see myself having this reaction, even while I was leading the meeting, going, holy crap, I'm going to say no to this thing. I don't say no to very much, really. I say yes to everything because that's what I'm compelled to do. So, yeah, that's the second half of my story. So it was like, it was weird. It was weird watching myself. I don't know. I think I feel okay, and it was a good decision. And in the end, we're actually going to partner with somebody. Somebody is going to be the lead. There's somebody else who's going to do that, and we're going to jump in on there. So in the end, we're going to do some of the work. We're not going to do the scary stuff. We're going to be great partners, and we'll be doing the bit that we really, really want to do. Not the other stuff that we don't want to do that stuff. We're good at we're good at this one, and this one. We're not good at that stuff. We don't want to do that stuff. That's not where our passion is. So it was the right decision to not be the lead agency, and it was the right decision to say, no, we're not going to do it. As hard as that was, it was the right thing to do. But yeah, it's interesting. I think you really, as a business owner, you have to be careful of what's going on that you may not be able to see, but take the time out to do that reflection of, What's going on? Why are you driving the business in this way? Is there something from somewhere else in your life that's kind of making you drive the truck? It's the compulsion part. I'm compelled to go that way. I don't know why, but that's why I got to go, because my wiring or my programming says I have to go that way. Deep looking at the program, realizing that it is programming, realizing that it's something. And I'm not a psychology person, and I'm not a self-help person. Like I'm not that kind of thing, so I don't really know what the proper words are. But yeah, just being aware of it, I think, is really important. So that's 10 minutes. That's my 10 minutes. I try not to go over 10 minutes. I've just gone over. See ya.